Welcome. I am Brianna, and thank you for joining me on my Life on Paper. I am playing along with the Collection Obsession from the Crafty Low or No Spend Facebook group, which I will have linked below. It is where we take a collection each month, and it's not with the intent to necessarily kill it, but to use it if you haven't been using it. Here, and I did a video last week. I'm on my second layout for the month. The plan is to get 4 layouts done in the month. This is the collection So Happy Together by Dina Rudder, and that is for Echo Park, and the year on it is 2012. I actually bought this several months ago at an estate sale for $2. It was the complete thing. Now I've made one layout out of it. So today I'm going to make a 2-page layout with my photos. This is where I have to say, don't judge me. I know I'm a scrapbooker, but sometimes we forget to take pictures. And so here's one Snapchat photo of us going out to dinner to celebrate Eliza's acceptance into pharmacy school. And then we have, I don't know if you're familiar with Be Real, but it is an app where you take a forward-facing and backward-facing photo at the same time. So this is with the big forward-facing, and this is the big backward-facing. So we have a total of 3 pictures. So then what I did, I have some of the page maps sketches printed out. These are free. I will hope to have a link below. In fact, I don't know why I can't have a link below, but it's to the page map site where they've got a whole archive of different PDFs of all of these different layouts. It's by Becky Moore. And this one I am using is November of 2020. It is the 2-page layout. She gives a whole bunch of other like 1-page layouts, some 8.5 by 11, some 12 by 12. This is pretty straightforward, and then you can embellish it however you like. So it's got 3 portrait type pictures. It's got this black over here with a squirrel. I will not be using a squirrel. And some journaling. And then this decorative paper over here, which matches this pattern paper. And then you have some pattern paper over here as well. So, what I'm going to do is try my best to get this sketch up into the corner. And let's get scrapping. There were a couple things that I had difficulties with, and I cut them out, but I will explain them as we go. So I first start out by determining which papers I want to use, and quickly I see that I want to use this really pink, deep pink. It's kind of a reddy pink, but not really red. I know it's smaller, but I think I can use it in that I know I'm going to gut it a little bit. And then I like this dotted paper, and because it is shorter on the top and shorter on the bottom, I'm able to take that strip off the side and use it as the strip on the other side of the paper, because this collection only has one pattern paper, they don't have doubles of the pattern paper. So that works perfectly. So I just took an inch off that strip there. I line up the pinky pink, deep pink color, and then these papers, this paper pad I've had in my collection forever, and so I wanted to use those. You're not going to see a lot of it. It's glossy white. I believe it's Paper Studio, and it's floral, so it goes with the collection. And it's something I just wanted to get out of my stash, so I'm happy with this. I get my photos lined up. I'm using this pink paper. I end up having to cut it twice. What happens is I used the 6x6 paper just to kind of line it up and say, is this the size I want? No, I want it bigger. So I want it 6 inches high and 6.5 inches long. And the first time I cut 5.5 inches. So that's why I give you a thumbs up, because I cut it twice and I got it right the second time. I end up marking with pencil, which was a bad idea, but I wanted to make sure I got the hole out of the cardstock in the right place to cover it up with that pink. But what I didn't realize I was doing is I never really had those photos matched up exactly where I wanted them. But I do get I get that 3x6 piece out of there, and I'm still able to cover it up, so not a problem. And I just erase off the marks that I made originally. And so it all works out. Some of them end up actually getting covered anyway. I cut all the pieces out of the sticker sheet that I wanted to use. I've got the border strip on the left side, and I'm going to get everything glued down. I found that big green journaling spot in my green color binder or color box. I don't know that it would have been my first choice, but it does match well, and it's about the right size. I found a pink tag that I really liked, but it was almost matching the pink there, so that didn't really work. And it had a bunch of lines on it, and so how do you journal on something that has all these crisscrossy lines? Again, I'm just matching everything up. I didn't measure to get the dotted paper right in the middle of the paper, but the important thing was that the left side matches with the right side rather than that it's got the same amount of space on the top and the bottom, if that makes sense. I get the pink down, and I do this next part just a little bit, well, backwards. And I knew I needed a little bit of space between the pictures. You'll see on the sketch, they're smushed all together. But just with the way I cut things, I knew I needed some space in between. And if you don't look at the sketch, you will never know that I strayed from it. So there you go. This is where I go, oh, this paper should be right here. And then I was like, oh, that doesn't match up with my pictures. And I have plenty of room, so I totally can move that and line it up with the picture. I just have to get rid of one of the pencil lines because it's still showing a little bit because I didn't cover it up exactly, which is not a big deal and comes off quite nicely. I get down the journaling spot, and I made the 2 drink glasses with my Cricut using that pretty green paper that matches the collection. It's just cardstock. It did not come with the collection. And I'll get the rest of the pictures down and then start to do my clusters. This was, it shouldn't have taken me that long. I actually cut down the video, I think, just because I made a couple of mistakes. And then just, I was kind of putsy with it, with measuring out stuff in particular and cutting out all the stickers. Make sure you check out everybody below that's playing along with Collection Obsession. We all kind of work on our own schedule, but we do try to get done one layout from the collection a week or so. At least I have 4 a month. I cut this out. This melting pot is my title. I cut it out from my Cricut, and it doesn't fit there, and why I thought it even fit there, I'm not certain. So rather than layering it on top like I'm showing you there, I do move it down to the bottom. And after I get everything glued down and after I take the final pictures, I end up thinking, why didn't I use the sticker from the sticker sheet that says "So Happy Together"? So since I've taken the photos and done the video, I have taken that and put it where you see the title on the sketch, and I put "So Happy Together," and then everything else is exactly the same. I lay those, by this time I'm like, why didn't I think to trim these photos down? But I don't know, and I never gave it a thought. So I'm using these clouds as cluster bases, and all of my stickers go to cover up the random stuff on these photos that are just part of the app. So and that banner says joy, and that is also covering something up over there on the side. I know I want to use the arrow, and it's going to point at Eliza. And of course, I put my cloud down first, so I have to rip the cloud to get the sticker underneath. That's okay. It all works. This is a cute little sticker that is so appropriate for this dinner. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. And it is written Probably whoever said the quote in very tiny letters. Oh, Thoreau. And then after that, I am just taking all these little circles and hexagons and just kind of clustering them up. And it somehow all just falls together. I think I end up going back to the sticker sheet for just like 2 more hexagons or something, but I think I've pretty much used up all the circles and all the hexagons from the collection, which works out very well. The one thing I was worried about, there's a little, I think it's a bee. Oh, there we go. That, and I didn't want it to look like the bird was making a mess or something on there, but I hope it just looks like more of a decoration behind him there. And I'm just moving around all the circles and the hexagons to get them in the right spot. This was back in October, so I'm slowly catching up. I've already scrapbooked some things in February, but I kind of like to go chronologically. I'm currently finishing up August, but if it doesn't go with the collection, I'm to find different photos. So that's how I'm jumping around, and it's been working good. That one's a little crooked. I can't get it up, and I don't think anybody will notice after I get the next hexagon down. And oh, then I quickly glue down this title, and I will then glue down the martini glass. And then I do put a sticker, a flower sticker off to the left of the journaling spot, but that gets moved a little bit down further once I put the So Happy Together up in the title spot. I'm just making sure everything there. I just needed something, so it's all good. So I will see you again soon for another video.